Can you comment about Naso and Muhairi absent for this World Cup?
Yeah, as always, injuries are the worst part in this. When we make lists, we try to assess players' performance, but those two players they had games midweek. So Ashmal he came this morning to get assessed because we knew he was carrying some issues, so we want to check him. But he later went back to club. And Nacho also, I personally spoke to him this week. He was looking forward to come, and but later after the game against Ulsan, he felt some problems that I think it was too risky for him to come.
Nacho right now on form. How miss you lost this player?
Yeah, I think we all miss Nacho. I think Nacho is a fantastic player, a great player, that he showed his level once in Europe when he was playing in Spain and later here, and that's why I also feel bad that we cannot get him, but also we need to think that JT is playing a very important games at this stage in performing in the ACL, so also we need to be careful about the players.
Did you see any different from Nacho compared in Asia Cup in terms of performance?
Yeah, I think as all players, not only him, all the players, when they are playing regularly, when they have rhythm, when they are fit, I think players can perform at their best.
Coach, you've picked two new replacements now. One of them is Fazul Ami. And Zafri has been in several call-ups but has not got his national cap yet. So with these two players, what do you look forward to seeing from them, and what do you expect from them in this upcoming call-up when you guys face Laos and also India?
Yeah, I think Fazrul, we've been following him for 2 years now, and we never had the chance to have him. So I think, of course, maybe he's a replacement, but once we put him in the standby list, he already has to be thinking that he can take part of the team. And Zafri, I think, is a player also has been involved for long with us. He never get minutes. Very sorry for that. I told him many times he deserves to play. He is the one player that any coach can want to have in his team, and he's always willing to help. So I hope this time I can give him the chance.
Did you personally call these two boys? What was their feeling like? Like suddenly out of the blues, they're in the national team now. What was their response like?
No, at the end, as I said before, I think to me all players, we are a team. We are in a team all together. The worst thing is that you only can bring 25, 26 players, but there's many players that they can come here and take part of the training. So we talked to many players along the weeks, along the month before camp. And then later, last minute, something happened. All players must be ready to come, especially those in the standby list. We put 10 players standby list for a reason. Otherwise, we put another one. So that's why those players has to be ready to come in anytime.
Coach, what's your expectation from these two friendlies?
Yeah, I think it's good opportunity for us playing away, and also I think it's two different games. I think two different approach. Laos, maybe we can say we are thinking more on AFF preparation, and I think India, more thinking on qualifiers for next year. I think we'll have to face very difficult games away from home for the qualifiers, so to have one game like India, I think will be perfect for our preparation.
Coach, can you share with us what's the biggest lesson you learned from the last international game, and in what aspect you want to improve the most?
Yeah, I think we already spoke to players that we cannot forget this game. So I am not agree that we have to forget the game when finished. I think we need to keep that game in mind for our improvement. I think that game was a very quality team we play. I think we try our best. I think, of course, we need to improve in certain parts. That's why we need to take this game as reference. I think if you see the performance of this team, with many players playing in Europe, Chris Wood, top scorer in EPL, even Auckland now is top of the league in Australia. So for us, I think it was very positive to face this challenge, because as I said, once we go to Asian Cup qualifiers, we must face this kind of hostile performance away from home. So I think that's why we need to take it and improve from there.
Coach, when it comes to home form, Malaysia has been pretty consistent, getting wins, loss and so on. But the away form has not been great, and I'm sure the coaching staff and also the players would have had a thought about it. What can we do to rectify this situation? Has this been a talking point among the players on how we can rectify this away form?
Yeah, I think away, the thing away is that you don't control the environment. So you don't know what can expect about the field, about the facilities, about the weather, hotel, food, everything affects your performance. So I think we need to get on top of that. We cannot expect the best from when we are away, and we must overcome. At the same time, I feel like our players, yes, we need to improve on this. But knowing that in national team we don't have more time, we are trying to build a new approach to the game on my side. But at the same time, we need to approach the game by game, depending on opposition, depending on the field, and depending on the momentum. So this is not easy to do in 1 or 2 months. So I think as a team, we try to not make many changes in our approach to the game, and maybe adjust a bit about the game plan.
Coach, when you will decide the FF squad?
Yeah, I think soon need to decide. Of course, we're still waiting for confirmation about the calendar here in the league and in the cup. So once that's confirmed, I think we are already prepared for various situations, various scenarios. So once it's decided, then we will inform. But I think now it's better to think on Laos, better to think on India, because if we start to think on the next before focusing, then we'll make a mistake.
Coach, when it comes
Sorry.
Coach, when it comes to national team development, there has been lots of talks in terms of who is going to handle the team in the future and so on. There's been talks that there could be a privatization, a lot of rumors going around and all that. As a coach, having to hear these speculations, is it impacting you, or are you like telling yourself, I'm going to take it one step at a time with the national team in terms of planning and so on?
I said before, I think I try to control what I can control. So I try to prepare the players, to select the players, to prepare the games, and to win. That's the only thing I can control. Same than before. If I think about what's happening next year, I cannot focus on Laos. That is going to be the next game.
Coach, for the first day of training camp, maybe you can just update us how many have reported.
Yeah, of course, JT is playing tonight, so players will report tomorrow. Dion Cools is playing tonight as well in Thailand. He will join us in Thailand, and rest of the players except Zafri. Zafri maybe today he will not make it on time. Rest of the players are here.
Coach, about AFF Cup, you already don't decide the player, right? So if JDT player and Selangor without the player from JDT and Selangor, you already...
Yeah, already we plan everything. Of course, like we know AFF is not under FIFA window. We don't know if the league will stop to allow the players to get released. So we already know all these situations, and we will plan accordingly.